Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hey everybody.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. Today, we have a great discussion for you. We are going to be discussing how Black business owners are downplayed. I would like to welcome my special guest today. So we have Nakisha Smith joining us.
How you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're
The
welcome.
owner of Shug's Empowerment Nook.
All right. And then we also have Miss Holly with Morning Mimosas joining us this afternoon.
Hey everybody. I am Holly. I am the founder of Morning Mimosas podcast. We value criminal justice, healing, and education for the Black community.
All right. So so today, as I said, we are going to be discussing how Black business owners are downplayed. And I did have a few key points that I wanted to touch on when it comes to Black businesses. And one of them is entitlement. And then I have positions and acknowledgement, executive conversations, and price complaining. So without further ado, ladies, let's get into it. All right. So guess first, I'll let you guys go first, and we'll just each share our point of views on how we feel about Black businesses being downplayed.
I would love to start. I have been in business for 3 years, almost 4. I am a sexual health and wellness educator. So it is very important to me that our people understand the importance of wellness overall, not just sexual health and wellness. But it tends, for some reason, we seem to think that services and counseling is free. And we know better than that. Just because my skin color is brown doesn't mean you're entitled to get what you want for free. Now, this is another thing I will say. No, I don't make my own products, but just like most people, you get it wholesale and then you go out and you sell. Okay. I'm not selling just anything. All right. I'm selling quality products that I use. I am actually a product of my products. Okay. 50 years old, 51, divorced, and I don't look like this because I didn't take care of myself and because I didn't feel entitled to go get something cheap from somebody. Okay. So we definitely need to look at ourselves and just know that support the Black and brown community, period. We need to do that. And we need to do it wholeheartedly, just like we support Nike and those other companies.
Exactly. Yes, I agree 100%. When it comes to the Black businesses, I don't get the difference in a already established business versus our small Black businesses. It's like people come with this entitlement type of attitude. They come with this you need me type of mentality. So you have to pretty much kind of like, they feel like you're supposed to chase and kiss their behinds, to work with them. And I don't get that. Like, where does that come from? If you go work, at Burger King or Walgreens or wherever, you're not going in there with the mentality that to make you feel like you're being treated fairly, you need to be on executive discussions. If you're minding the fry station, that's your position. Why? I don't think they're coming to you saying, "Oh, come on in the back, let's discuss some executive business," because I want to make sure you're feeling fair. They're not doing that. So why do you come over here to my business and feel like that's what needs to happen? Where does that come from?
Right.
If I may speak, it's a place of entitlement that people think that they have. Oh, you're my sister, so you should be giving me stuff on the slide. But want to pay Nike the full price. I don't get that mentality. Like if you paying $150 for Nike, you gonna pay $160 for what I got. Period. I don't really understand that entitlement thing. I really want somebody to break that entitlement thing down. Like I get, skin folk and all that, but that's not how that works to me.
And I think some of it comes from a lot of people not even understanding business and entrepreneurship. Because if you really understood business, if you have a retail store, a person that has a retail store, you have to, first of all, you have to order your merch. It costs to do that. Even if you're that's beside the point. You have to order it, you have to pay for shipping. So you want to make the money that you spent to order this, the shipping, and then you still have to make a profit in the end. So that's where those prices come in. If I'm gonna just order stuff just to give it to you for way low than what it's worth, what is the purpose of me owning a business? My business will never succeed if I have to keep saying, oh well, but she's my friend and this is no. That's not you. Your business will never grow and it'll never succeed if you operate off of those terms. It just can't happen. Like literally, it just can't happen. It takes money. You have to invest money to grow a business. So once you get through investing and putting your energy and time into a business, you want a profit. What's the point of having a business if there's not going to be a profit at the end? That's the whole point, correct? So if they've never owned a business or, don't understand the benefits, or what you have to do to even grow your business, then that's where that comes from. But even still, like Holly said, they'll go into Nike and spend $120, but want to come over here and say, your prices are too high, and turn right around and go buy that same thing from somebody else for way more than what you were charging, but because they knew you, they felt they should get it for cheaper. So
yeah, and it's like too, you talk about shipping and handling and taxes, and people don't even think about all that. They don't realize that the price that they're paying in those stores is shipping and handling included in that as well.
Yeah.
So and then also you're going to get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So you go to the stores and get what you pay for. Don't complain. If that's what you want, that's what you want, because you could have come to me and got quality products, quality service, and you wouldn't be complaining. But because you wanted to pay an $8 shipping fee and some tax, that's what needs to be charged, you have an issue. We need to unlearn the entitlement behavior is what needs to happen. People don't understand that this is a learned behavior. We are not entitled. We've always had to work. Okay. So work for what you want and pay the price for it. Don't ask me for a discount because you didn't go to Sam at Walmart and say, can I get a discount on this? You didn't go to Amazon and say, can I get a discount on it? So pay the price,
Another thing that I wanted to touch on was positions and acknowledgments, right? And so what I mean by that is like, okay, Nakisha, say you have a business, right? So you're hiring, you hire people and you put them in certain positions built according to what they are skilled to do, correct?
That's correct.
So if you feel somebody is skilled enough to be a manager and run your establishment while you're, when you're not able to be there, you made that choice built on what they represented and what they brought to the table. So if you want to make this person a manager, why shouldn't you be able to say that's their title?
Why shouldn't you be able to? Well, I feel like if it's your business and you trust your folks, then you need to put them in positions to where they can grow. This is about growth. We need to grow each other up. So if you trust this person to be in a position, and I can honestly speak about this because we used to be MLM. Now we're very independent. So when I had queens that were able to take my spot, or I can't make it to an event, or there's something I can't do, then I did call on my qualified qualified sisters to come in and stand in the gap, because you do need to learn how to stand in the gap if you're learning how to run a business. Okay. And that support comes from you, the owner, supporting your employees so they can grow and go. That's the key.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
You don't know how many times I've been told not to say I'm the owner. Like, why should I downplay my position?
Yeah, don't.
I mean, I work hard. Like, I'm up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning working. I'm investing a lot of time and money to get my business to where I need it to grow. So you're going to tell me to downplay my position? No, I'm not going to do that. People operate off of feelings. I don't know where that comes from, because you don't, again, they're not going to go to none of these other already established businesses and have that type of mentality. So why, when they come to our own person or our Black businesses or whatever, small businesses, you got that mentality? I don't know.
I don't want to talk, but it's behavior that needs to be unlearned. Period.
Yes.
It's just like I sometimes, and I hate to do this, but I kind of relate it to the church. Some things we learned in church have to be unlearned. Okay. So
There it is.
So when you support, supporting one another, that's another thing. We done went from the Underground Railroad to nothing but competition. There's no collaboration. So as a people, we need to come back to the collaboration and stop competing with one another. We need to support one another, whether it be social media, whether it be your business, whatever it may be. I may not be able to afford your product, but guess what? I'm going to pass it on to the next person.
Yeah.
And when I can afford it, I'm coming back to you.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to share it. Word of mouth. I don't have this, but I know this person over here, this is what she does. You know what I mean? My show isn't about this, but I know that Holly's show, this is what her show is about. So I'm going to inbox her. I'm going to send you her way. It's just, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, ladies. It's like Miss Smith said, it's a behavior that we have to unlearn. And like she said, we have to collaborate and not compete with each other. It's really, really ridiculous. I was telling somebody that, start your business. Just because you see somebody else doing that business, that doesn't mean you downplay what you're doing. Still do your business, because you're not going to do your business the same as somebody else. I like to tell people that too, that get discouraged about wanting to do business. Still do your business. Yes, there's people that are doing the same thing as you, but
everybody brings a different flavor.
Yeah.
Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. So, I mean, it's just like if I was to bring somebody, along with me, I'm going to coach you. I'm going to do everything you need to do. But the bottom line is, that's your business.
Yes.
Don't let entitled people come in and take your business from you. Okay. My goal is to teach collaboration at the top, because that competition is at the bottom.
Yeah. And anybody that deals with me in my, businesses, I like to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then that becomes a problem. Like, so just a little story. So I have the TV network, and I had somebody that was on the network. I was helping him with his shows. Like, he didn't have StreamYard. So what I did was I would set up everything in my StreamYard, overlaid virtual background, everything. All he had to do basically was just show up on camera and do his interviews. I ran his intros. I pulled up any comments, links, whatever. I was pretty much an engineer or a moderator. But my business is just me. So, and I run more than one business. So a lot of times I get over consumed with things that I'm trying to do. So at that time I had a lot going on. I was planning for a premiere party, Juneteenth. I was trying to create the apps for the Google Play and the Apple Store, that coding. Oh my goodness, child. That right there took up a lot of my time. So I kind of canceled my shows for that month. And then I also told him that I wasn't going to be able to just, run his lives for him anymore. But I still had it set up in StreamYard. I made him an admin where he could just go in and do it himself. That became a problem. He felt like he was put on the back burner. And I wasn't helping him succeed. And it was like, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
And so he wanted to leave the network. He has to have all of his videos taken down. And I did that respectfully, just as you asked. But then you went and put out a video to try to tarnish my brand. And why was that? I left peacefully. I respected what you asked me to do. I emailed you and let you know that it had been done. There was no harsh words. Why did you have to go and do that? What was the point of that?
Jealousy, envy, any way to get back. And that's where that's one of our biggest downfalls. Okay. Instead of supporting one another, we're going to go back behind the back and try to make things look bad, make it seem like you were not the person that you seem to be. And I don't know why it's a jealousy spirit. Okay. It's jealousy. And as a people, I don't know why we have that. I don't know why it's there. I don't know where it came from. And I don't know when it started. You know, it's terrible. It looks terrible for us because anytime you're talking bad about a small business of color, everybody's gonna be in tune to that. Everybody gonna jump on the bandwagon. Don't nobody care about none of the good stuff you did. What they care about is all the bad stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what really got me, because it was like, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go off on you or anything. I just said, and that's the type of person I am, because I really don't like confrontation. So if Holly was to inbox me tomorrow and say, I would like to leave the network, can you please take my stuff down? I'm going to respectfully do that. I'm not going to go off on Holly. I'm not going to pick at Holly. I'm not going to go post something on subliminal or outright about her. You asked me to do it. That's what I did. And that's that. And that's what I did. Did you want me to react? You know what I'm saying? Is that was the problem? Is that I didn't react? I'm just getting my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just now getting to that point where people are starting to reach out to me and show interest. So, you know, for somebody to come along and do that, that's just yeah.
And you know, I have to say this, you know, because I wanted to start to do a podcast. So you know, when Holly reached out, and even this podcast here, I thought, why not do a podcast with them to promote them first? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because we have to lean on each other. We have to support each other. And this is how you get brands out. So why wouldn't it make sense to me, say I do get a podcast started, to bring you two on to promote you all? Okay. We don't have that in our community, the supports. I'm probably the oldest one on here. So I know at my age, I can definitely say that my generation definitely had quite a bit to do with it. I think the jealousy and the envy came in my generation. And a lot of that is because we stuck with a lot of those learned behaviors.
Yeah.
Okay. So this next generation up under me, you guys ain't putting up with that. Okay. Y'all ain't letting it go down. And that's appreciated because the cycle has got to change at some point. We've got to come back together at some point. And if this is the start, then we got to just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can say something to what you were saying earlier, I had a similar issue with one of my the first co-host I had. She did something behind my back, and you know, she decided to just, you know, leave morning mimosas, and instead of being mature, you know, her husband messaged me, threatening me. And then she, when she still had access to the Morning Mimosas page, she threatened me on that page as well, but I took it down before anybody was able to see it. And it's just things like that. I didn't say anything disrespectful to her. I asked her, why did you go behind my back and do business under, because it's Morning Mimosas, that's Holly's business.
Right.
And I asked her, why'd you go behind my back trying to get a logo done when I told her, hey, I have somebody doing a logo for us. If you have any issues with that, please, direct it to the person that is doing our logo. She didn't want to do that. She went behind my back trying to do a logo. And then all that, just exploded like how it did. And I'm like, yo, we can't agree to disagree. You have to be like malicious and evil. I don't really understand the malicious part of it all. Like being malicious and evil towards somebody who's just being nice and kind to you. That's why I relate to you in that way. Cause I'm like, yo, I'm the one that gave you a chance. I'm the one that put her, like we had a radio interview out here in Colorado. I'm the one that put her on that, and then I turned around and got disrespected. So,
you know what I think it is? When because I'm learning this. Like I'm so quick to want to, hey, yeah, I want to bring you in. I want to see you grow. I want to see you make it. I want to see you doing what I'm doing. Let's do it together. But one thing that we have to learn is that we have to kind of sit back and kind of like observe first before we just jump right in. Because anybody can come to either one of us and they can spill a good game and make everything sound convincing. And we'll think, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to be good partners. No, you got to learn people. You have to observe them before you bringing them into your business and opening up your business to them like that. Also, when people see your drive, the way you hustle, the way I hustle, we're always posting, we're doing this, we're doing that. If they don't have that energy or that drive, the way some people envy that.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be that person and they want to have that drive, but instead of working with that person that's trying to help them, that can teach them that to have that drive and motivate them, they would rather try to tear that person down. That's what I think it is.
I've totally experienced that. I mean, it's almost like I've had people almost want to duplicate me. Okay. When I've been trying to be the teacher, I'll teach you all along the way. I'll teach you the steps. I'll teach you exactly what you want to do. But you can't be me because you are a beautiful individual yourself. So my vision is not your vision. Now, if you would like to come along the way and learn to be a business owner, whether it be my products or whomever product, whatever it may be, then I can teach you how to be a business owner. But you have to be separate yourself. Know that you are your own individual. You'll never be me, and you don't want to be me. Okay? You don't want to be, trust me. And this is what you have to explain to people. My shoes are different. We all walk in grace and mercy if that's where you're at. So yeah. You go with your grace and mercy, I'll go with mine, and I'll be more than happy to give you some ropes along the way. Now, I can't give you all the magic sauce because the magic sauce is you.
Yes.
And people don't believe they have their own magic sauce. You got your own superpowers. Use your superpowers, not mine. And I'm going to uplift you. I'm not going to tear you down. I'm not going to do any of those things. But I will be here to support you along the way. If we have any craziness or madness, I'm going to pull myself back because you think that you can do this better. Why did you ask me? I don't know. But I'm going to leave it where it's at and we're going to part good. Period.
And teaching you doesn't mean hold your hand.
Exactly.
That's what it is, teaching you.
Right. Yep.
So you have to be willing to learn and you also have to be willing to invest.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot run a business if you're not willing to invest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible at all because nothing's free.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of information ain't free nowadays. So, yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, Holly?
Well, frankly, I'm annoyed at my kids right now, if we're being honest, right? But no, it's just a lot of things just need to change. Like for me, my podcast offers advertisement now. Not just on the on the podcast, but if you just need like promotional tools for your business. And I noticed that there's a lot of favoritism also sometimes in this business game. Like there's like people who are doing like the same thing as you, but because they have a little bit more clout or a little bit more of of something else, they're people tend to go like more towards that way. And for people who are, you know, in that situation or who feel like how I feel sometimes, don't get discouraged by that. Yes, those people have clout or they have a little bit more following or whatever it is, but don't ever give up on your business. Keep going, be determined. Like I said, I just started my advertisement like this year. So I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie in this, and I'm learning. I've learned from these two ladies as well. So just don't get discouraged. But I also want to talk about the downplayment of businesses as well. I just really don't understand. Like I always see like posts where people say, what is that? When people say that, oh, keep posting your business. Yeah, you don't have any likes, but they see you.
They do.
That,
That's true.
They do.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So just keep going. I just want to be also like an encouragement. Yeah, we're talking about downplaying, but I also want to teach you guys how to upplay yourself as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't give up. Don't give up. And so support people. Look, let me tell you guys something. Support doesn't always have to come in a form of monetary. Like we were saying earlier, sharing a post, you know, share into your story. Simple little things. That's free. That's a free thing you can do for your business. That's giving them eyes. But people don't want to. People look. You don't want to do that either.
And you know what? Too, on the sharing too. Another one thing that I learned about the sharing is sometimes don't always feel like people aren't sharing because they're hating. Sometimes people just have a lot going on. They think people are just really on social media and they might not have been on social media for weeks. Or somebody like me, a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, when you see me posting, I ain't paid no attention to no posts. I'm on here to promote and share my stuff, out there. So a lot of times I'll talk to somebody maybe like, so you didn't see that I just posted it. Girl, I didn't pay attention to that. I was posting and sharing from group to page to page. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't want to just always assume that you know, people are on our friends list just don't want to do it just because they're hating. Sometimes they have stuff going on, or sometimes they just not even on social media, or they may come on social media for one particular thing and may not be paying attention to whatever else is going on.
And I agree with that because people are paying attention, period. People will scroll through, you'll see everybody looking at your posts, this and other. And then at some point in time, somebody's going to tap in. I know this because I've been there. Okay. So they will tap in and you do have to keep going. Unfortunately, we don't have enough sense to go and just like each other's posts sometimes. Sometimes I take like maybe 20 minutes a day, just go through and like people's posts because of the fact that like is going to put them through the algorithms. Okay. I've been preaching algorithms forever to people. All right. And it doesn't matter who you tell, they're not going to do it. But sometimes we just have to step back and say, you know what? I'm a small business owner. I know that I need these likes. I know that people see my posts. And I also know that if I engage just a little bit, it's going to pop them up in the algorithms. Yeah. Okay. So even if I say, love it, and put a little emoji, then that's going to be good because the next person is going to see it. Why we don't do that as much as we should. I know it's very time consuming, but it'll help. And maybe that's a start for our community. Maybe we start by saying, hey, can all the folks of color please click like?
So I have a group. I have a podcast group with over 1,000 members. And I've tried little things like I created a sign-up sheet for collaboration. You know, because I'm figuring like if this is a group for podcasters and all of us in here are podcasters, let's try to create something where it's like, okay, Nikisha, you got a show on Thursday at 6 p.m. Let me jump, at least if I can't be on camera, let me jump in the comments. Let me keep commenting. Let me share. Let me write. Move you through the algorithm. If 10 of us podcasters did that, do you know they don't? I don't know if they don't get it. If it's just I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
They get it, but you know what? People don't like to see other people excel. Okay, your vision
Boom.
is your vision, and nobody wants to see you excel. Okay, but when you find the right people, you will get to excel. This is something I say, and excuse my French on this one, but there's a lot of assholes out there. Okay, but and assholes stink. Realistically, they stink. Okay, but the goal is to be the whole ass, because the whole ass is a beautiful thing. All right. So if we can get together and stop being assholes and be the whole ass, it's a beautiful thing. You got a beautiful people because we're working together. All right. So the stinking thinking got to go, and we got to start thinking more on the lines of empire building, working for our children. This is what we're doing now is temporary. Okay. We got to make some funds. We got to make some growth for our kids. People think that this is just this is temporary. We ain't here forever.
No.
We got to go to the next level.
Right.
So we have to support one another to go to the next level.
Yeah. Also, focus on the ones that are supporting you instead of whining about the ones that are not. You feel me? Because I know for a fact I have about 4 strong supporters that has been there with me since I started my very first endeavor, which was my nonprofit. Then it was the podcast. Now it's the TV network. I have an online business. They have been there. So I'm not going to waste my time whining about the ones who aren't. I'm thankful for the ones who are, and because they could have been gone like, girl, your podcast ain't picked up yet. You know, some people have that mentality. She ain't going nowhere. She been doing this forever. It ain't with that tells me that by them still being there, they believe in me. Is she saying something? Were you saying something?
I'm actually trying to share this from my phone. So y'all, so it kind of was loud here. So I'm trying to share this. I'm gonna get it figured out here, but I am listening.
Yeah, but yeah, that I mean, focus on the ones that are there. Also, networking. Start networking outside of your circle. Get out of your box. I took the summer off pretty much on doing my show so that I can get from behind this computer and get. I still believe in a lot of old school. We got to get outside and talk to people. I believe in still hanging up flyers at bus stops and put them on cars. We got to still do that old school stuff too.
And you know what? That's really where we're at. We got to go to old school marketing. And it's not so much marketing, but we want to pull people in. You want to pull people in. You don't want to push them away. So you do kind of got to baby folks to kind of pull them in. But you're right. Yeah, you're right. Don't spend your time on them folks that ain't supporting you. And that means family too. I don't mean to step on no toes. Okay. But hey, you know, family ain't going to support you. Not until you get to the top. All right. And that's when you say, oh, remember the discounts I was asking for? Nope. Sorry, full price it is, because you waited and you didn't support. So the family discount doesn't go in there. The entitlement does not go in there. I done made it. So guess what? You're going to pay the price. Period. Because you know you got to come back to the piper anyways, because you need the product.
Okay. Pretty much. I even take time out because I be so busy. And so like the people within my network, what I have been doing lately is I will like go on the website, and when I see one of their shows playing, because it plays through the website too, I screen record it and then I share it. You know what I'm saying? And I hashtag. When I hashtag, I'll hashtag Morning Mimosas, so-and-so show, this show, Queen's Talk, because it's still pushing them through the algorithm and, you know, through Google and all of that. You know, I don't get a chance to do it on a day-to-day basis, but when I have that downtime, I do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want, you're not just here to just put content on the network. You're here to grow. So I want to help you grow. I want to help market you. I want to promote you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand something, inbox me. Let's screen. I done did screen shares with people to show them how to size a thumbnail, or, you know, just whatever. If I know it, then I'm going to help you. I'm not going to just leave you hanging to figure it out for your own self. We're all here to grow. It's not just about me growing. It's about all of us as a collective.
I'm gonna say this. I think you young ladies are doing awesome. That's what I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
Like I said, for me at this age, and I tell Holly this all the time, you know, I know our mistakes, but not many people my age recognize and know. Okay, so I'm all in to support you guys and for you guys to move forward because somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And I think that you all are that generation and the generation below you. They're going to push stuff through, especially when it comes to Black and brown people. Okay. You're right. They are haters. All right. And you know what? If you don't have a hater in life, I'm going to go to this right here. If you don't have a hater, then you ain't doing it right. It's just like if the devil ain't messing with you, then you ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to keep pressing through. People gonna hate, they gonna hate, they gonna hate. They don't know what congratulations means, but they know what haterism is, and that's how it works. For some reason, that's how it works. But there is hope, like I said, with you all. Okay, can you all make the difference to the older generation? Sure, why not? I'm here. Okay, you think I ain't gonna pull my girls in? Because they need to know too, because we're all building together as women, Black women, okay, women of color. I say women of color because we all got to kind of stick together. The difference between the brown and the brown know how to stick together.
It's another thing that I want to point out too, that being a business owner, just because you're an owner doesn't mean that you can't take direction, or somebody can't come to you and say, hey sis, you let me do this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I was just trying to promote this TV show called Minnesota Talent. I was getting very frustrated because I'm big. One pet peeve of mine is with communication.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't communicate actively, it frustrates me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm done. I can't deal with him. But he hit me up. He said, can we have a meeting? I said, yeah. He said, I really want to continue to do this because Minnesota needs this. And I listened to him, and he's younger than me. I didn't feel like because I'm 51 and he's younger than me, how you ain't finna tell me. That was not my attitude. I listened to what he had to say, and I realized he had a lot of knowledge in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it was my idea, it didn't bother me to say, hey, you know what? I think this is more of your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take it over, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just because it was my idea doesn't mean that I can feel like, even though I know I'm not, doing I'm not getting where I need to go or what I'm trying to do with it because I don't have the knowledge or the skills, but you do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you want to take it over, fine. Yep, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to do that because that's how great businesses succeed. You still got to be able to communicate and allow people to come and say this to you or tell you when you're not doing something correctly. Because you're a business owner don't mean you're the smartest thing in the world.
Always stay a student is my theory. Always stay a student. You have to stay a student because if you're not a student, then you're never going to excel. Okay, you've got to learn, and you learn from old, young. You learn from a lot of people. Shoot, my dang kids teach me how to use this social media. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and honestly, all the things that I know, I didn't go to school for anything that I'm doing. When I started my nonprofit, didn't know nothing. Didn't know nothing. And I'm actually still struggling with as far as the funding, learning to use the right grammar and, when it comes to proposals and podcasting, jump right in. Everything I learned, and I still got a lot to learn. I was just talking to my older cousin today about algorithm, and she said, now don't think I'm crazy. How I'm gonna think you crazy when I didn't know it? If I didn't know doing this, I still wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? So, we can learn from each other, and we can learn a lot from our younger people too. That's another thing we have to understand. Just because we older don't mean that they cannot teach us. I learn a lot from the younger people, and you too. And you too. So,
I am a huge testament to that. My sister, I'm the oldest of my mother's children, and my sister, my younger sister, is the one that actually helped me like build my credit because she gave me all this great advice on, you know, what to do with my credit and all this other stuff. And speaking of nonprofit, I'm also starting one too, and that's the issue that I'm currently having is trying to figure out, you know, getting my articles of incorporation together. That 501c3, like all of that is just really, really confusing for me. So I've been trying, you know, I've been asking for help. I've been getting things together, but someone had sent me like a copy of their, what they had to do for their 501c3, and their everything was like 17, 18 pages. I've only written like 3 or 4, so I have a long way to go. But yeah, just asking for help when it comes to those things, because I don't really know what I don't know what to do sometimes. So just using those tools like YouTube and TikTok is pretty good.
Yeah.
I absolutely love TikTok. You know, just utilizing those tools and using these young people as tools as well, because they know a little bit.
They do. You'll be amazed at some. I'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, I'd be so shocked. Like,
Yeah, they know a lot of it. These kids are very, very smart. And with the AI intelligence, things are going to be shifting. So everybody better stay woke to what's going on.
yeah, it seems like AI is taking over.
Yeah, it is. And that's where a lot of small businesses will be able to stay small businesses and grow, because those bigger businesses, AI, you're not going to have the customer service. You got computers running things. So you're going to need the customer service and quality service from those individual business owners, because you're not going to get it at McDonald's. You're not going to get it at Walmart. You're not going to get it at Burger King. You ain't going to get it at Target, none of those places. You're going to have to come to an individual business owner to get quality service, quality products, people that care.
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of like the businesses changing, like, you know, since they changed since 2020, a lot of businesses went remote, which I think it's a good, but I also think it's a bad. The reason why I think it's good, because I swear, being a single mother with 4 kids, if I could have did a remote job, that would have been heaven for me. You know what I'm saying? Struggling to find babysitters just to go to work, not to kick it, just to go to work. That would have been love. But then on the other hand, some of these remote job people are so doggone lazy, don't want to do their job, barely want to help you. It's like they'll kind of just play you off. Oh yeah, we don't have that. Or, you know, they just kind of downplay you so they don't have to do the work. Now that part right there is what I don't like. But yeah. It is changing. It's crazy how things are changing. And whoa. AI, like, we're gonna be going to the gas stations talking to robots now.
Yeah, I hate to pump gas, so I use the full service anyway. But even that right there, what happens to those? There's like 2 full service gas stations here in Colorado. Okay, I make it a point to go to those gas stations because I don't pump gas. Period. Okay, that one of the reasons I divorced my husband. I don't pump gas. Okay, but when AI come and take over, do you know that I'm hoping that those same men are there to come pump my gas.
So you mean you want a robot to walk out and pump?
No, I mean, I'm hoping I still get the men, not the robots, you know, because it's a communication thing. That's when I go get gas, that's self-care for me. I get the man to wipe my windows, to pump my gas. AI can't do that for me.
I don't mind pumping. I'll put that thing in there, put that little latch on there and let it run, then take it out, hang it up, gone by my business.
Yeah, I don't play that. And my dad got me spoiled like that. I don't play that. So my future husband has to know I don't pump gas, baby. You know, so but stuff like that, that's one of those small businesses, okay, that provide quality service, quality care. They're going to come out and they're going to take care of those people that don't like to pump gas, or that their husband didn't get a chance to put gas in their car, or whatever it may be. You know, if that business right there, I would be, I don't know what I would do without it. So what do? I support, every time I be at the gas station, I put it on Facebook. Y'all come to this gas station because I don't want them to go away.
I live in Minnesota and I haven't seen a self-serve gas station since, I have to say, since I was probably in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember any other self-serve gas station. Or not, what you
Full
say?
serve.
Full service, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's very few. There's very few. So stuff like that, rare items that are small businesses, I talk about it. Because I don't want that full service gas station to go away. I need people to go there and get their gas.
Well, you know what though? You know those people that be, panhandling, holding up signs? Hey, that's a job.
That's a
See
job.
people pulling up, offer to pump their gas, wipe their windows. Me personally, I wouldn't mind giving you $5 or $10 to do it. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? At least you work for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
If I said that people would come together, like I always say, the gang members and drug dealers and all that, they're the smartest people in the world. They know how to run businesses. And if we were to put that together as a people, we could own blocks. Okay? Because these men and women know how to run a business. They have. And they've made millions of dollars in the streets. So that street smart, if we can put it into real dollars, legal dollars, it'll make a difference. Okay. But we have to switch that mentality to from street to common sense. Let's be smart about this. Let's make some money with this. That's the whole deal. But that takes support. So when you have a gang of people that decide they want to support each other, you get stuff done. Okay. Yeah. In the negative side, let's bring it to the positive side and let's get a gang of people together and go get those blocks of Black businesses.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Y'all know I'm a preacher.
No, it's okay. No, I was something I was gonna mention. Like it had to more so do with like the AI technology taking over. I don't know if you guys heard. This is in the news. Maybe when I was pregnant with my son during the pandemic. Artificial wombs. And them creating artificial wombs. Okay. So they want to start growing the babies that all we've all carried children. They want that to be done artificially, and it's just like, and the reason I'm mentioning that is just like we have to. This technology stuff is great, but we have to stick with like you guys said, the old school stuff too, because technology's slowly trying to take our jobs away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was my point with that. I know y'all were probably like, where's she going with this artificial womb stuff? But no, it's just, technology just keeps advancing. So we just have to make sure that we're still putting forth the human work, because technology, artificial wombs.
Yeah. Ooh. And how's that even? That's another topic, girl. That's another topic. I would like to look into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't, the thing is, you'll never be able to really give quality to people. You'll never be able to, artificial intelligence will never be able to put the kind, care, quality into anything. And I don't know about how you're going to make an artificial womb. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really get over that.
That's why I say that's another discussion, because I got some questions and I need to look. I need to figure stuff out. All right. So, ladies, if you don't have anything more that you would like to share, I'd like to let you ladies tell the viewers about businesses, how they can, and go from there.
I can start. Like I said, my name is Nikisha Smith. I run Shug's Empowerment Nook. I am here for sexual health and wellness education. So I teach people how to really take care of themselves all the way around, from the top of their head to the soles of their feet. Sexual health and wellness is not just between your legs. Okay. Sexual health and wellness starts in the mind, body, and soul. If you don't have the mind, body, and soul, you're not going to be able to do anything, period. Sexually, mentally, physically. So I'm an overall health and wellness coach that talks about sex. Best way to put it.
Okay. All right.
And I'm on Instagram, on Facebook under Suge's Empowerment Nook or Nikisha Smith. You can find me wherever. And don't be ashamed to go and like the post. Like it, share it, and follow. That's how we work.
Yes. All right. Holly, are you frozen? I think she may be frozen.
Hello, everybody. My name is Holly Sisa. I am the founder, owner of Morning Mimosas podcast. I also do business underneath my podcast as well. So we do advertisement, promotion on the podcast because we went viral last month. We're almost at 8,000 followers, so we were able to, use that as a marketing tool for other businesses as well. And then we also offer non-promotional advertisement. So if you guys just need a flyer created or a promotional video created, I also help with that aspect as well. And then obviously my podcast is for the Black community. So if you have a story or if there's something big that you guys want us to cover, I think she knows a lot. Oh, no, they both know. They know what I do behind the scenes with a lot of these cases. We have a big one coming up this Saturday, July 29th. The gentleman's name was Lonnie H.K. Holt. He was gunned down on my birthday in 2017. So we're going to shine light on his case. We're going to interview his mom and give people true justice, not that Carly Russell bullshit.
Oh my goodness. But back to the story would you like to go live with that? Well, I mean, you're going to go live, but would you like to do it through the website?
Am I able to do that?
Yeah, we're on the website now. We're playing on the website now.
Oh, if I'm able to stream it, that way, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, it could probably.
Oh, well, hey y'all. She'll be right back. We're just having some technical difficulties right now, but she will be back momentarily. But just to go back to what I was stating about the cold case this Saturday, it's going to be. Well, we're just trying to bring justice to Miss Shonda. That's his mother and her family. If you guys know my story, you guys know that I lost a child when I was 15. So I sympathize with her pain because I can never say I understand another parent's loss because our pain is different. So I sympathize with Miss Shonda as a mother who's lost a child. So please check out Morning Mimosas. Please follow us on Instagram. It's Morning Mimosas CO. And then on Facebook, it's just Morning Mimosas. And then you can follow us on TikTok. It'll actually be me, Hanaya, the THA goddess. And, I also post Morning Mimosa clips on there as well. So, and then also, if you guys go on my Instagram, you guys will see a promo video that I've done with Miss Smith,
Yes.
who is currently on the screen. So please, please, please check it out.
Yes.
Please check it out. Her business is amazing. She has amazing products. I actually modeled her lingerie.
It was beautiful.
Thank you. I loved it. So please go over and support Suge's Empowering Nook. Okay. Like she said, she's not just a sexual wellness coach. She makes sure that you take care of everything to make sure that your sexual wellness is great as well. So did you want to?
We got a text message. It looks like Queen lost connection. So we are going to go ahead and finish this out for her. I enjoy all of this. I enjoy the growth. I enjoy the sisterhood. And this is what I'm going to say to the viewers. Jump on in. We need to support one another. Morning
Yes.
Mimosas is doing great things. Queen's Talk is doing great things. You guys, we need to come in and support one another, whether it be for yourself, for your friend, for your family, whoever it may be. We have something for you. We are trying to be the voice in our communities as well. So we want to make sure you guys come on along, even times like this. Okay, we have a little internet issue, but you see how we jump in as a sisterhood and make things right. Looks like she's back on with us. Yay.
She's back. She's back. The
Yeah,
queen
so
of
that's what you
talks.
call, supporting sisterhoods. You know, we're all in this together. We got you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You got you.
Can you hear us now? You know, I had that problem last week. I couldn't hear.
I can't hear you guys. I don't know what happened, but somehow I lost connection. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I definitely can't hear you guys.
Okay. We can hear you a little
We can hear
bit,
you.
not a whole lot.
It's faint.
On that note, if you guys are able to hear me, that means the viewers can probably hear me too. So we're just going to go on and say our goodbyes. And we would like to thank you all for tuning in. I thank you, ladies, for joining me this evening. And I'm sorry about this. I clearly don't understand what happened, but you guys have a good evening.
Thank you so much for having us. We did our goodbyes for you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.